It's time. I placed a Sephora order and an Ulta order, and I'm doing a try on haul. So this is where I put things on my face in these, excuse me, box. I update on these products and what I think of them after I've tried them further in speed reviews videos. So I'll have my speed reviews video playlist down below. Here we go. Let's try on some makeup when all of your mugs are dirty. I'm excited. I haven't tried new makeup in a while for me. This is the Iris and Romeo Best Skin Days 5-in-1 Skincare Dewy Coverage with SPF 30. I have the shade 4. Pretty glass little frosted container. This is risky business. I'm doing this on a rug, a white rug. And the shade, by the way, is to match my tanner, and I think the shade's gonna be good. Oh, I should turn off that heater. Oh, I gotta turn off both heaters. Oh, that looks pretty. This, by the way, was friggin' pricey. There better actually be some good skincare in here. There weren't that many new. I was looking for like a new foundation to try or something. There weren't that many new launches, and this always happens. So there's like a drought with foundation launches, and then all of a sudden, brands release all of them at the same time. I would say the shade looks darker in here than on your face. Like it is pretty, I would say it's like light coverage, but I think I could have gone a shade darker for my tanner shade. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to bronze my face up quite a bit, but I like that it has a really pretty glow. It's making my skin look nice and healthy, and my skin right now, I need to step it up with my skincare. I've just been like slacking lately. It actually covered my redness right here pretty decently. For $50, I can't say that this so far is looking drastically different than like a drugstore product, but keeping in mind this apparently has skincare in it. Yeah, it's $48, and how much do you get in here? You get 1.2 ounces, so a little more than standard. One thing I do really like is that to the touch, it doesn't feel like super tacky. It sets down a little bit, which is really nice in especially glowy products because it's a little bit harder to do. So I have two new concealers here to try. This is the L'Oreal True Match Radiant Serum Concealer. I got the shade N3. And then I also have the Best Skin Ever Sephora Glow Concealer, which I'm very curious about. This is in the shade 22 Natural. So I don't love at all, actually, I really don't like the Sephora Best Skin Ever. I'm pretty sure I have a review on that foundation, and then the concealer also really didn't work for me. The normal one, this is the Glow version. I think I want to try this one, and then I'll save this for another video or vlog or whatever. Actually, before I do that, just so I can let it sit on, I'm going to take my tinted brow gel. This one's by Merit. I like to just let my brow gel sit on for a minute before I go into the brow pencils. So it has a kind of cheapy dough fit, like a little tiny guy. I am gonna let this sit on for a few seconds. Feels like it's a little more creamy. It's been on for probably 20 seconds, so I'm gonna start blending. These kind of concealers, I feel like to me, are more of like the ones that I would wear on a very natural makeup kind of day where I'm maybe not doing like a whole lot of other makeup. So far this one is definitely looking like light coverage. I would say it's adding brightness because, you know, the shade was lighter than my face right now. It does look glowy. I don't know. I still have a lot of like darkness coming through. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but I see like dark come through. I'm gonna actually try, I'm gonna layer this concealer because I just want to see if I can get, this is a fun applicator. I want to see if I can get a little more coverage out here. This has 1.5% hyaluronic acid in it. Okay, that added some nice coverage. I'm going to do my brows. This is the Rare Beauty pencil I've been really liking. I do feel like the shade looks a little bit ashy on me, but I really like the formula of it, and it's just like a quick, easy to use pencil. I need to get my Paula's Choice back in my life. I've been using a BHA and I feel like I can tell. So I picked up two different bronzers, one from Sephora, one from Ulta. We have the Milani Hey Honey Cheek Kiss. This looks like a pretty tone. And then I have the LYS No Limits Matte Bronzer in the shade Harmony. I just realized I didn't actually get the lightest shade, so I think that was a mistake, but there is a lighter shade, Motivate. So I picked this one up because I love the cream blush from this brand, and it is long lasting. Wait, is this powder? I guess I could just touch it. This is powder. I thought this was a cream bronzer. Okay, well that's actually good because I've been needing new powder bronzer, but I'm gonna first try the cream. Maybe I'll dust some of the powder over top. It is on the more, I don't want to say stiff side because it blended out totally fine. It's not like a super slick kind of cream. It has a little bit of grip to it, just whatever's left over. It's warming up my face really nice. I don't think it looks too warm. Like, it's definitely a warmer tone, but in a way that I think is flattering. Little update on this powder. It's the Huda Beauty Easy Bake in the shade Cherry Blossom Cake. To me, this emphasizes my under eye creases and lines too much. I like the tone of it, but it's just a little bit too heavy of a powder for me under my eyes. But I do want to try it where I use like my Amicole powder around here and then just like dust it over as like a brightening kind of pink thing. So far, not thinking this is worth it. I picked up this Jones Road pink powder. This is in the shade Pink. This is a loose powder, but again, same kind of like pink brightening thing, but this one is super pink. So far for me, this has been taking away the coverage underneath my eyes. I'm going to continue to test this though in different ways, but yeah, I'm not obsessed. I will say that L'Oreal concealer is looking good out here. So I don't think I'm going to powder my under eyes today. Most days I don't. I really only powder my under eyes now if I'm doing a full face kind of makeup look or want my makeup to really like last throughout the day if I'm doing something wild. Not a lot of wild things are happening over here. A couple random things that I picked up, not, you know, makeup, but still from Sephora and Ulta. I finally got the IGK Brown Bella mask. This has been out of stock. I think this went viral on TikTok. The shade Brown Bella looks like a really nice, like neutralizing kind of cool tone brown, but I did want to pick this up because it's in stock and I'm sure I'll use it. Instacart order is almost here and I need to go grab it. And my legs are asleep. I should probably take this out. We got a big bang flip going on today. Okay, put the bangs back up. That was a workout. I'm out of breath. So I looked at the bronzer in the bathroom light. It looks nice. Like, it has some coverage. I like that it didn't take away any of the coverage on my face. Forgot my brow hold. This stuff I've been loving. It doesn't look white on me. I don't know. I was reading the reviews the other day and it seems like for some people it does, but if you just use a small amount, it has some killer hold. Like, I think out of the clear brow gels that I found, I think this one has the best hold for me. And I have like thicker, coarser hair, so I feel like a lot of them just initially they brush it up, but then it doesn't actually stay. This one does. I didn't pick up a new blush to try, so I'm just gonna use my NYX Sweet Cheeks in Coralicious. I mentioned this in my 2023 favorites video, which is up. Love this one because it's matte, but it blends out really easy and doesn't dry too quick. There's a lot of matte blushes where you just can't even blend them. I'm talking about like cream ones where they're just so difficult to blend because of how fast they dry. You know what? I kind of want to try the Jones Road powder just to like blend a little bit. This is so pink. I'm just blending this around my pores. That did a good job of blurring my pores out for sure. So I'm not bringing this all the way under my eyes. I'm kind of just blending over the blush to like smooth things and smooth out my pores. My pores around my nose definitely look more filled in. Taking that same brush, I'm going to use the LYS powder bronzer now and try to warm up my face a lot. Obviously, you know, I'm not going to be able to tell the true color of this bronzer because I have the other one underneath, but might be a little bit orange. Definitely has a very warm undertone, but I'm gonna have to try that on its own. The thing I'm probably most excited to try is this Sephora brand Colorful Luminizer in the shade 3. The look of this reminded me of my favorite House Labs luminizer like this that I mentioned also in my yearly favorites video. I'm hoping this has that really pretty like angelic pink kind of look. Looking pretty. It definitely has a pink purple kind of hue. It's not emphasizing my texture right here, but it's not looking as smooth as some other products. Another random product I picked up. Okay, I saw this on there and I was like, I need this in my life. Listen to the name of this. This is called High Ceiling Resort Lobby Scented Candle. That name really sold me. This is by the brand Vacation, which is the brand that makes that like viral sunscreen, which I do have, but this is a different scent. Really cute idea and packaging. It says it was the 24-hour continental breakfast for me. I've gotten whiffs of the outside and oh my God. The packaging, beautiful. Oh yeah, this is good. I feel like this smells like when you walk into like a Maui, Hawaii open air, big, it actually smells like that, like big tall ceilings, open air resort. That they nailed that. I'm hoping this has good throw and like burns well because I'm loving this scent, and also this is incredibly beautiful. Air conditioned open breeze. Yep. Picked up a new eyeshadow palette to try. It's the Sephora Color Shifter Strange Botanicals palette. Interesting name. I think brands are just running out of ideas here. Strange Botanicals. Oh yeah, it's coming back to me. So I think these two shades are supposed to be color shifting. Only the white one in the middle that says shifter literally right next to it is the color shifting shade. So that just means like when you apply it on top of something, it can look really different depending on what's underneath it. So there's some pretty neutral tones in here. Let's give it a go. This was a affordable palette. You do only get 5 shades in here. I'm gonna start off the camel tone right here. I'm gonna put that all over the lid so I have something to put the shifters on top of. Ooh, I love this kind of camel tone. Especially ones like this where they have this like kind of yellow undertone to them. Yeah, this is like a true camel. Nice and pigmented, look at that. Doesn't look patchy. Kind of just blended that all over my eye and up into the crease. I'm gonna take this shade though, just to deepen it a little bit. I think I'm gonna start with the lightest tan shade. That looks pretty. Ooh, it's like a soft kind of champagne gold. This shade, it looks, oh. Okay. I feel like if you only are getting 5 shades in a palette, they have to be good to make it worth it. And this shade, I just rubbed my finger in. Yuck. It is like a super dry glitter. Like literally just kind of like a pressed, not my thing because then you're having like a ton of glitter fall out all over your face. So we're gonna skip that. And because of that, I would probably say that this palette isn't worth it because like I said, if you're only getting 5 shades, I mean, this reddish like brick tone looks really pretty. So I'm gonna take that on a flat liner brush on my lower lash line. For eyeliner, I'm gonna use the Milani Supreme Kohl Liner. This I am currently testing, but I don't know what I think. I think I've only used it on the waterline, but today I'm gonna smudge it on the top and then blend it out with a liner brush. Seems to be one of those that's blending out a little bit bluish. This mascara is by Gucci. Okay, so it's expensive. And I've tried this, I think 2 or 3 times so far, and every time I've been super underwhelmed. Beautiful packaging, but so far I feel like that's about all it has working for it. It has rubber bristles, which sometimes I really like, but to me this just gives, yeah, like very basic, nothing special kind of mascara. So today I want to try it on top of my Smashbox primer because sometimes this can really make a difference. It's just a mascara primer. You put it on before. I like to let it dry down a little bit before I go in with mascara, other mascara. This can add a ton of volume and make it so if there's a mascara that I really don't like on its own, sometimes I can use this with it and it gives it a lot more volume and just kind of revives it. So just let it dry down a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna go in on this side with Gucci. Oh yeah, see already, oh my god, that made such a difference. I do like the L'Oreal one too if you want a drugstore option. Let me get up close so you can really see. Lashes are always so hard to show on camera, but I'm glad that with the mascara primer I can now like get some use out of this. I think I'm gonna put my Kiss corner lashes on. I just do like 1 on each or sometimes 2 on each. These are no glue lashes, so you just pop them on right underneath. I like doing this when the mascara is still a little bit wet because it gives it something to stick to, and then I take my fingers and just clamp down under and over your natural lash. Once you get the hang of it, they're so easy and my eyes don't burn from them. If I want to really live on the edge, sometimes what I do is take scissors and just trim a little bit just to blend it. I only do this if I do the long ones. I'm gonna try the Gucci mascara on my lower lashes and hope it doesn't transfer down. That red shade on the lower is making me look a little bit pink eye-ish, so I don't know if I would use that again on the lower. I have a new lip product to use, but first I'm gonna go in with my Holy Grail Tarte Lip Liner. This is the NYX Duck Plump, quite the name. Lip gloss, what shade is this? Bangin' Bear. Whoa, this is real pigmented. I like the tone of it. It has an interesting, it's not minty, but it's like spicy. Oh, is this supposed to be tingling? Oh, yep. Yeah, they only say extreme sensation, caution about, oh my god, about 500 times on the outside of here. Don't ingest that. So far I'm getting a slight tingle. We'll see if it builds more. It's weird. It's not like a normal plumping kind of, tastes like spicy in a weird way. Pigment wise, it reminds me of a MAC gloss, but it has a different feel. Like it feels much less sticky than a MAC gloss. It's more of just like a smooth, creamy kind of formula. The sensation is increasing. Okay, so this is the final look. I'm gonna go through some of the standouts and least favorites for you. The lips are building. Wow. The Milani Cream Bronzer. This has some major potential. I liked the shade of this. I liked the formula of it. It doesn't feel as slick as like the Revolution Cream Bronzer. It has more kind of grip to it. Even though I didn't fully test the L'Oreal like I used on this half of the eye, I'm definitely liking it better than the Sephora concealer. I could see myself using the Sephora concealer as a glowy brightener, like on top of something else. If I want that brightness on towards the inner corner and that like luminosity on my under eyes, but I still want coverage, I would probably go in with something like this first or a different concealer and then just add a little bit right here on the inner corner. I like how my under eyes are looking with those two together right now, but if I just had this one on and kept it at that, I don't think I would be liking him. So I'm gonna have to keep testing both of these. I always do speed reviews videos where I update on products I've tested in these kind of videos, so that will be coming once I've tested these more. We honestly didn't have that many winners today. I mean, major winner is the candle. Hell yeah. We'll see how it burns, but like, whoa, this smells incredible. Very excited about that. That's probably the thing I'm most excited about from this whole video. Unsure about the tone of this one. The formula blended out pretty and it is totally matte, which is nice, but I feel like the tone is a little bit warm. This definitely wouldn't work on my fair skin. This would be like way too orangey. This, I think you should just pass on straight up. I liked the mattes I used, but is it worth it for like 3 good mattes? Probably not. I'm really liking how, especially my forehead is looking. Like it has this really, has that like plump kind of glow, which is beautiful. I love foundations that look like this. I'm just gonna have to see how this wears. Like right now, I'm definitely liking the look of it, but I don't know if it's enough to justify $48 price tag. But like I said, it does have SPF 30, which is nice, and it does have skincare in it. I like the tone of this, but it is getting real tingly. It definitely is one that builds. Is my lip looking more plump? Because my top lip especially is feeling like it should be looking more plump. I feel like I'm not obsessed with how it's sitting on my skin though. It is looking a little more textured than I like. I like the tone of it. If you like that like purplish undertone kind of pink, the tone is pretty. It's not too many winners in this one. But this is why I like to do these videos, because there's just so many new products launching all the time and I want to try to help you guys to figure out what's worth potentially spending some money on and what's not. So everything will be linked down below that I tried today, along with anything else is down below. But I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.